The daughter of a pastor, a child of East Germany, and the holder of a PhD in quantum chemistry, Angela Merkel has broken through every political glass ceiling in her way. She grew up under a communist dictatorship, but in April 2000, after a very public spat with her mentor, former Chancellor Helmut Kohl, she went on to become the first female president of the CDU, the major party of the German centre-right. A few years later, she was voted in as Germany's first ever woman chancellor and ascended to the head of government.
All those men in the West German CDU who were already around in the early years of the CDU, who were career politicians, couldn't really imagine that this woman from the East was going to take a leading position, party leader, chancellor, not at all. But of course, she always benefited greatly from being underestimated.
As soon as she was elected, Angela Merkel refused any form of official accommodation. She and her husband Joachim have been living for 30 years in the same modest building in downtown Berlin, and residents regularly see her at the local supermarket with shopping cart in hand.
She's not interested in luxury, big cars, jewelry, handbags and shoes. She's not interested in that at all. And that has the effect of inspiring confidence in German voters. She is incorruptible.
In Europe, Merkel has often been seen, especially at the time of the Greek economic crisis, as being too rigid, incapable of showing solidarity with poorer EU partners. But her aura of inflexibility cracked during the migrant crisis of 2015. During a filmed meeting, this young Palestinian woman, who asked Merkel about the plight of undocumented migrants, burst into tears at the harshness of her response. The meeting is often described as having changed the Chancellor's mind.
Your situation is not simple. You've described it very well, and it's the situation of many, many other people.
As the rest of Europe warily observed hundreds of thousands of asylum seekers knocking at its doors, the Chancellor caught many off guard, welcoming over 1 million of them to Germany.
I will simply say that Germany is a strong country, and our motivation must be we have achieved so much. We can do it. We can do it. And where there are obstacles, they must be overcome.
Wir schaffen das. We can do it has become her creed. For Merkel, pragmatism prevails over any dogmatic approach. Perhaps it's one of the secrets to her record longevity, having stayed in power 16 years longer than Helmut Kohl. But rather than being a great reformer, she took time to make each decision. Now, though, she struggles to imagine what her new life will be like.
I'm going to take some time to think about it all, because for the last 16 years I haven't been able to do so. Then I'll pick up something to read, and as I will be tired, my eyes will close. So I'll have a little nap, and then we'll see.
Previously dubbed the world's most powerful woman, Merkel was once asked what she'd like children to read about her in history books in 50 years. Her response: she tried.